guys. How's it going? Where's my cam? Oh, of course cam link's not working. How are you doing? We'll go overhead for a minute. That way you can see my messy floor and my pretty dog. Yeah, I have a meetup tonight. So just emailing the speaker real quick. And then I'll be doing some Rust practice, getting some practice with the Rustings, practice on Rustings. The speaker that we have for tonight's Go Meetup is from Sri Lanka. So it's like 3 a.m. for him, and I'm like, did you want to do it recorded? He's like, no, I can do it live. I'm like, oh my gosh. Hey, pup. Oh, you're the other pup. Hi, did you go outside and bark? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Why are you so needy? Do you need to come up, Max? You want to come up? I know. You get Lulu. Get there. Get there. Well, let Mama have her cord, and now you get Lulu from up here. Yeah. Good girl. So yeah, with meetups, since they've been virtual, I usually only start the hangout, the Google Meet, like, hi Max, you're gonna lick the mic, like 20-30 minutes early, instead of like waiting around for hours like I used to when I did in-person meetups. But with me, I do have to verify everyone that comes in. They just can't join. So if they're not the speaker, I'm just like, sorry, don't want to talk to you. And test audio, visual. Go get him. You gonna go? Or are you gonna stay with me? Oh my gosh. But I mean, like, meetups are not the funnest thing. I doubt this camera works. Let's reset this camera. Not that one. For some reason it decided to default to my FaceTime camera. Like, I don't use my FaceTime camera. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Max, you gonna sit? Come on. Yeah. You gonna get down? Are you gonna sit? Says, as long as you pet me, I don't care. He only does this when I'm streaming. So yeah, we got a meetup tonight, 6:30. Y'all are welcome to join. Just do the meetup command and the whatever. I know. So yeah, let's get Rustings up. Oh, so you are gonna, you're gonna get down, or you just want me to scratch your tummy? Because I'm not gonna, like, be the most compliant in that. Oh, let's see. Not content. Code. Rustings. What? Yeah. and then you do Rustings watch, and that runs that. Yeah. Okay, so we should be on var variable 5s. Yeah. Can I quit scratching your stomach, Max, and actually write some code here? Oh, I have to. My gosh, it's like I can't even control C binary anymore. See, and now I'm like, well, this needs to be mutable. Hi. How are you doing? You just smiling? Can I type now? I know. So you want to get down? You're gonna get down? So you're not gonna get down. He just keeps, every time I put my arm up, he steps over it. You're not making this easy. You're making this quite difficult. Why doesn't this compile? I have no idea how constants work. I know, go ahead. Well, they said it was he main cargo comments, control flow, data types, functions. I don't think it is const. I think it's just let without the mutable. You gonna go? You just want to be scratched, don't you? Okay. So you can actually run this like side by side. Did 5 not work? decide that that was right for data types, Max? That you need that colon? Yeah, you do need the colon to declare the type. Okay, so that should compile. Go ahead. You getting it down? Good boy. Where are you going? Not gonna go explore. Can you do Rustings watch from here? Oh, 5 didn't compile. Mismatched variable types. Yeah, there's a way to change data type. That must have been in the data type one, right? Right? Interflow. Compound types. Yeah, well, that's like saying you can have an array with multiple types. But like, I have no idea what my nephew's doing in the other room. Because they're mismatched types, which makes sense, but there should be a way. Oh, there is a const. The construct of the first variable is a string type and the second space is a variable. Which is a brand new variable that happens to have the same name as the first one. But the number should. Oh, I just need to do a second let. That's fine. And this introduces some kind of weird shadowing thing. Yeah. Edit, exercise, variables, bars, 6. So this can still do const, right? Oh, but with const we have to provide a type. They said that somewhere, right? Data types. I believe constant was in data types. Definitely not. Constants are always declared. Oh, you do that first. Gotcha. So now, const is a number, we define the type, and now we're on functions. Right? Call me. Call me is not found according to the previous scope. Well, that's because we didn't define function call me, right? So can we just literally do fn call me? That worked. That worked, that worked, that worked. That's awesome. I feel like we're zoomed way in. Cool. Oh, I don't have any lights on. How boring. Cool. Yeah, that for loop's definitely set up wrong. Hey girl, did Jake leave you? Mr. Max! Welcome to the party, bud. Oh, did you bring a toy, Lulu? Ready? That for loop is set up wrong. So functions, another function, print line function. No, control flow is for loops. What's up, loop? They don't. Why did they have a ... syntax here then? For number in ... rev. Rev is to reverse the range. So we do have to do in. Okay, we're not. But they have like this. What? And looks like I'm also skipping a function parameter call. Will bring it to me. Oh, do I have to define a type on every function? Function bodies contain statements or expressions. We do not name return variables, but we declare. Okay, well, return has the arrow. Functions. Where's the parameter? Function parameters. Function parameters can also be defined. Functions can also be defined to have parameters or special values that are part of the function signature. When a function has parameters, you can provide concrete values for those parameters. Technically, concrete values are called arguments, but in casual conversation, people tend to use parameters and arguments interchangeably in their values. I'm gonna use argument from now on. So it has the colon, so it probably wants me to define it as an argument. Right, Lulu? So she says. Oh, sweet, we're on the next one. You went 32? That should work either way, right? Yeah. Again, the only Rustings are pretty cool in the fact that it gets you familiar with like how to write Rust. Not necessarily how to code, like, and how to read Rust. So like you can do these for a while, and I mean you might not necessarily want to do all of them. I'm just going in order because I'm a little bit OCD like that. But it gets you used to reading and writing Rust, especially a lot of the syntactical problems that will mess up the compiler. It also gets you used to reading compiler statements and all kinds of great things, which is like, I don't know. This store is having a sale. If the price was an even number, you get $10 off. If it's an odd number, you get $3 off. Oh my goodness. Oh, you have to specify the return. So the return, I believe, would be I-32. And that should stick a white space in there. Cool. And yeah, like, programming in logic is one thing, but Rust is hard. Did we get an email back from the guy? No, we did not. I really hope he shows up to the meetup tonight. Wouldn't that suck? If like all said and done and like I'll be like, sorry guys, in our Go meetup tonight we're gonna be doing Rust. Square 3. What's that? Who do you hear? Expected I-32, but found no, you don't have to write a return, right? No, we do have this body has no tail, no return. We don't have to, they did something with that return. Parameters, body contains statements and expressions, functions with return values. We do not name return values, but we declare their type after the arrow. In Rust, return value is synonymous. I think we have to define a new one. No, I+1. Yeah, here. Compiling code produces error as follows. The main error message reveals that the types are mismatched. In definition, the function +1 says return an I-32, but statements do not evaluate to a value, which is expressed by an empty tuple. Therefore, nothing is returned, which contradicts the function definition and results in an error. This output provides a message suggesting removing the semicolon. That would fix the error. Like this one. Then what is the function of the semicolon? Okay. Now that I have a whole bunch of Rust people following me. Ooh. this. No, it's here. Different than the other one with the semicolon. Thanks for your kind contributions. Let's add some spacing. Tweet. If I don't get any answers to that in the near future, I can put it on the Rust. There is a general Rustling Discord, so Rust language. See, did you see that? I joined that the other day. They have user forums, internal forums, and then they have Zulip. Who knows what Zulip is in Discord? And yeah. I learned about all of this when I was on my panel last week, so you know. So it's saying that this will do it. No, it's if. If is the next one. Isn't that so nice? So if we open the if readme, it says if goes to the control flow, which we were kind of already looking at. Public function bigger, pub fun. Pub fun. You know, when nobody watches my videos during the week, it gives me total license to replay it again. I will be replaying this, and replaying this, and replaying this, and replaying this, and replaying this. To your heart's content, not mine. Okay, mod test. Oh, look at that. This must check my logic. Complete this function to return the bigger number. Oh, so it just wants me to freaking write my own if statement? Well, that's not fun. Control flow. Oh, so it's pretty standard if else. Okay. If A is greater B, then you return A. Else X. So even if it's equal, it doesn't matter which one you return. B. And if we don't use the semicolon, then it automatically returns them. Cool. Make me compile. 2. Get the bar fuzz and the default to Baz. Tests passing. What? How do you make this a string? You would do that. Right, now it compiles. Now the tests fail. If it is fizz, we return foo. If it is fuzz, we return bar, and everything else, we return baz. Fizz, we return foo, right? And so this should be baz. And then what's the syntax for else if? Okay, standard. Else if fizzish equals fuzz. We return bar. I'm pretty sure that was it. Yeah. Failed. Oh, we're on quiz 1. Let's see it. We can probably do 1 quiz. It's gonna be like the shortest stream ever. This quiz is for the following sections, variables, functions. Various buying apples. 1 apple costs 2 rust bucks, but if you buy more than 40 at once, each apple costs 1. Write a function that calculates the price of an order and gives them out. No hints this time. What? Well, we'll start with an if statement, right? That takes a price, and then the function needs to be called calculate apple price. Fn calculate apple price, and this will be price I32, and it returns an I32. See, look at how much more comfortable I feel with Rust after like 4 exercises. And so we do, no, not price, this would be amount. If it's more than 40. So if amount is greater than 40, not 10, not 30, else, and then we'll do that, and then we do this, it would be, come on camera, camera's being dumb again. We did this a while back, didn't it? We just had to like find a new one. Did you come back? There we go. Then it would be amount times 1. And then else it would be amount times 2. Rewrite the driver in Rust. X message? What driver? The camera driver? Oh gosh. That does not sound fun. That really just, that would be a hack. Problem is, I don't really have, the problem is it has a hard timeout. so like it's built into the software of the camera itself that after 30 minutes it just shuts off. The screen does. And anyway, since the camera is essentially a screen capture, I mean, I wonder if we could spoof it, right? If we could rewrite the camera driver to spoof it to make it think like it's interacting with the face. But that's like, wait, that's like I'd have to redo the like programming on the camera. I'm not good with that. But I guess it would, theoretically it's possible, right? All done. Yeah, yeah, that sounds like way too much work. Oh, why am I recording J? So hit Q. Yeah, I'll just stick to hitting a button after every 30 minutes. Where's the Beck stuff? Oh, we're in move semantics. The heck is a move? Oh, look, it froze again. Time to switch cameras. See? I can make it work. We should just change this so it matches. Oh. There it goes. Now they at least match. This is a little brighter. There we go. That's like way better. It's just up high. But this is why I have backup cameras, in case one camera just decides to freeze on me and be stupid. We can always have a backup camera. Back to Rust. Move semantics. Oh my goodness. Ugh! Line 13. It does not like vec1.push88. That just sounds horrible. I don't think that's there. Oh, that should be in this, not the struct stuff, but like slice. Like vectors or slices in Rust. I knew that. I remember that vectors are slices in Rust. So push should put it to the end, right? Or something. See, this is the problem with searching. It's like, why don't you go to the most complicated part of the whole thing? Oh, look. Maybe I'll just kill this and do something else. See, there is vec. Oh. Sorting list with vectors? Why does it skip from 3 to 8? I don't understand this book. Vec new, updating a vector. To create a vector, then add an element, we use the push, which should add it to the end, right? As with a variable, you want to be able to change its values. You need to make it mutable. Otherwise, you can't push to it. Okay. It's not mutable. Well, that's why. That's why. You know, I really like reading the book way better when I have these exercises to go with it, right? It gives me a nice little reason for actually paying attention to the words in that online document session. Okay. You need to be blue. And you need to... Oh, you are blue. Okay. No, it's great. I guess... Hi, Casiris! Shouldn't you be asleep? I feel like you should always be asleep whenever you're messaging. Yes, I'm doing this again with Rust. I only had a short time, because... I have a meetup tonight. Which means... Yeah, I know. I have to start this in about 30 minutes. And... I don't have to ask to join, I just have to be on the right account. One of my 12 accounts. I just started early, and basically we're gonna go on this Rust exercises. Whoa, something happened to my camera. We're gonna go on these Rust exercises until one of two things happens. The speaker shows up, and I have to go pay attention to him because he's in Sri Lanka, and that's even a more ungodly hour than Scotland. And, or two, 5 minutes before the meetup, which it starts in 30 minutes, so I'm gonna keep doing Rust. I gotta learn it. I keep trying to tell my friends at work that we need to write all of our stuff in Rust, because, we do. It just makes so much more sense. And Rust supports Windows XP. Go does not support Windows XP. Oh, if I'm more enjoyable than sleep, then hey, stay up, right? Like... I mean, yeah. If sleep doesn't bring you joy, and that sounds like a personal problem, because sleep brings me joy. All kinds of joy. How come the camera is really struggling to keep the light source going? Like, I don't know. Anyway, that's me being distracted. Move. Okay, whatever. Value borrowed here after move. So we take a back and we fill it with things and we return it, and that's how we get one. Don't change the following lines. Oh. So I can't change that line. Why would I need to export Windows XP? Because of our I work at Weave, and of our customers, 90, well, probably closer, 85% of them are dentist offices, a dentist's office. So the offices of dentists, and they don't update their hardware. Yes, but dentists don't update their hardware. You should see some of the databases that they're storing their stuff on haven't been updated since the 80s when they started their practice. So, yeah. Why? I mean, we've discussed lots of strategies, but we currently support all of the bugs. I mean, we currently support our software that's running on XP, which means we use Go 1.8. And Rust, the current version of Rust supports it, so, you know. Yeah, but just the fact that we're deploying binaries to somebody else's server makes it like the funnest, funnest situation for somebody that lives in cloud native microservice land to deal with, because binary deployments to dental server is not cloud native or microservice land. Oh my goodness. So something about moving in borrowed values in business. Reading elements from a vector. Now that you have a great update and destroy a vector, knowing, oh, I didn't read how to, was dropping. Oh, you just, like any other struct, a vector is freed when it goes out of scope. When a vector gets dropped, all of its contexts are also dropped. Oh yeah, because that's out of scope, yeah. Yeah, but you have to understand, my company values not losing a customer more than they value stability in architecture. Like, they go up in arms for the individual customer like nobody I have ever seen. And we're like, if you want to hit 100,000 customers, you're gonna lose some. Get over it. Like, it's better to be stable than to keep everybody under the sun. Anyway, yeah, they're I don't get them. Yeah. Yep. Don't even, HIPAA's great. HIPAA's great. HIPAA is all of the things I have ever wanted, and we've been dealing with that a lot recently. Just not people violating HIPAA, just the concept of maintaining compliance is what's hard with HIPAA. Like, we're compliant currently, and it's like, well, how could we maintain that state? And it's like, well, just fire all of your employees, because they're the ones that make mistakes. So if you don't have employees, you can't breach HIPAA. Right? I mean, it's ridiculous. Security is the funnest. Ridiculously fun. Always hard. I mean, my goodness. Yeah. I mean, technically, we pull stuff directly from their database. I mean, it's kind of like we're hacking them, right? So, you know, whatever. I don't think they realize that anytime, all they have to do, somebody has to do, is get a connection to their machine and they can see all of their data. So it's not secure. I mean, we tear down their firewall privileges all the time for our stuff to work. So everybody's moving to APIs with OAuth instead of letting us query their databases directly for better security and HIPAA practices, I guess. But yeah, I don't know why we still support Windows XP, but we do, and it's always a fun mess. What the heck am I even doing at this point? That contains values, use the exclamation point. I forgot what I was even looking for. Oh yeah, it's like, and I can't change this, so I have to change this. I have to, it's like updating the vector, no, dropping the vector, no, reading elements from a vector. That's why I'm also not in sales at my company. These people in sales say all kinds of things. They promise all the things that we don't actually provide, so. Poor customers. But the good news about selling... the good news about selling to dentists and other people in the medical field is, like, medical sales is hardcore here. Like, they're selling prescriptions, they're selling medical equipment, they're selling software, they're selling, like, office-based equipment. Like, everything under the sun is being sold to medical professionals, so they're kind of used to the BS that salespeople throw at them. So you don't feel as bad about taking advantage of them, I guess. I don't know. I don't sell to anybody. I just work there. Oh, I tried to convince my brother-in-law to use it, but he liked to get it for his stuff. Because that would make it so that when I go to the dentist, because my brother-in-law's a dentist, he can text me. But he already has my phone number, so it doesn't really make it any more convenient. So in this part that says reading elements, now that you've created sum third, print third. So let third equals a pointer to the second value, print the third element. Using index syntax or the get method to access an item in the vector. But we're looking for, like, the length of a vector. Like, do they not have, like, the length stuff here? So, yeah. So, like, what the heck? Do you even... The get method is passed. An index that is outside the vector returns none. Some third element. The third element is non-print line. Oh, that's using match, and apparently the match syntax allows you to do switch statements. So there's that. That's telling you about mutable, iterating, or values in a vector. Using an enum. Push pop string match. Obviously, I am trying too hard. Isn't there, like, can I do Rustings? Hint. Move semantics. Oh, I should be caring about move. Too. I should be caring about move. Whatever the heck move is. Yeah, that's the worst. Hey, thanks, Jake, for the pizza that I bought.
Monsieur, your pizza.
Did you just call me a man in French?
Monsieur. I don't know what woman is.
Madame?
Bonjour.
You just called me monsieur. Weirdo. That's what happens when you're 19. Do you think you get pizza, Lulu? You don't get pizza. Yeah, when you've actually done your research and, they can't help you. What the heck? Let's move on. No, I want to, like, search for the move. Semantics. Understanding ownership. What is ownership? Oh, obviously I'm not paying any attention. Well, I don't know if they're, according to today's standard of manliness, if you know how much makeup and wigs and everything that they wore with, with Louis the Sun King, isn't that 16th? Like, my goodness. That was the frilliest men I've ever seen, which I don't have a problem with. It's just interesting and according to, like, modern standards of manliness. See, there's no food in my hand because I haven't eaten it. No, I didn't. Memory allocation. Oh, yeah, that's probably going to be a thing. I don't know. I just think that whole thing right before and then again after the French Revolution, crazy. Crazy how that whole thing worked out. Like, the lifestyle, the disparity between classes. Crazy. So they're doing some kind of ownership thing that I really don't want to read about. So they're doing shadowing with the. I agree. The concept of modern masculinity doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Well, so you're saying because ownership is the main feature of Rust, I should read all of this? Return values and scope. But reading this just doesn't look fun. References and borrowing. This is probably actually a lot closer to where I want to be. Ownership is moved out and nothing is deallocated. Oh. Okay. I don't know anything about Rust and why ownership's important. I guess since they have an entire section called What is Ownership? The stack and the heap. The stack and the heap is fun CS business that I have never had to pay attention to. I've had it explained to me, and I promptly forgot because I never had to pay attention to it. Python and .NET. Now there is somebody who loves his web programming. .NET scripting is like scripting style, like Python. I just know it's like open source now. Nobody wants to come. Wrong one. See, they do this all the time, and this is where we're having an issue. A lot of people do Python. I mean, not a lot of people do Python, but Python seems to be everywhere, and it's interesting to me when Python replaces PHP. Like, that seems to be always an interesting switch to me. And people, especially in like the data community here in Utah, always give me a hard time for not doing Python. I'm like, I'm fine. I'll do what I want. Yeah, I agree. I will never, see, there it goes. I do not see myself ever using PHP, but Slack basically is this PHP app that has a really complicated database behind it. Because Rust invalidates the first variable, instead of being called the shallow copy, it is a move. in this example, we would say S1 moved into S2, so actually here. Yeah, PHP's just rough. Actually, I get hassled for not using PHP, so I don't know who your friends are, but I'm surprised they're not bugging you back. Dave D. That's true. Oh goodness. So we need to not do a move, a shallow one. What's the difference between this one and this one? Oh, they do automatic pointers? That's nice. They probably picked it because it was easy and fast. Wasn't Slack one of those reborn apps? That was like they started making a game and then rebuilt Slack out of it? I swear I listened to a podcast about it once. It was one of the Masters of Scale podcasts. So this is a move, but what do you do without a move? Oh, we want to do a clone. What? That didn't work. If you actually pay attention. See, but it says that when you do this, it'll work. Yeah, they were like building a game or something. It was like this guy's third startup, and he'd pivoted and he already made like Flickr or Tumblr, one of the two. See, I would do this. I would not have them be the same name and do your whole weird shadowing thing. I would do this. And then I feel like that should work, but that's not gonna do it. This works fine. Explicitly implicit behavior shown in 4.3, where the heap data does get copied. Stack only copy. How come this one worked? Oh, it's because it's a vector, I bet. Like, the vector specifically has some weird things with copy, I bet. That's gonna be interesting. Probably also because it's not mutable. Returns values in scope. 2 is moved and into give takes back, which also moves its return value into S3. Here yes. Oh my goodness. Now I'm beginning to understand why they go on and on about why Rust gives you so much, like, memory control. Oh, dang. It's about time for me to sign off. Well, I gotta go run to a meetup. Everybody's welcome to join it. Like, I don't know where the page of the meetup went. What, buddy? Yeah, but I'm in charge, unfortunately, so I have to go be in charge. It starts in 5 minutes. And I hope our speaker shows up, because that doesn't always... I haven't had a speaker not show up yet, but it could always be concerning. Yeah, I guess... Yeah. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be doing more of this tomorrow. And... is there anybody you want to raid real quick? That way you can keep watching. Yeah! I would love to post the event link. It's not Rust, it is Go. But you're more than welcome to hang out with us. I don't think I have done... Where's all the Rust people? Go if you're lazy, or bash. Bash is the quickest, right? Cool. Well, I will hopefully see some of you. You're welcome to join the meetup. Other than that, I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. See you guys.